welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Niara Alexis, and today in this super short video, I'm just going to be explaining what a rinse is. The only reason I'm really doing this video is because I've mentioned rinsing my hair here and on TikTok and Instagram times before, and I always get so many questions about what it is, so I figured I'd do like a long form video for you guys explaining it. So a rinse, or sometimes people call it a gloss, or some people call it demi-permanent hair color, is basically just a deposit of color, a tint over your natural hair color. Now, if you have naturally dark hair like mine, a rinse is not going to lighten your hair. You're only really going to be able to tint your hair darker than it already is, okay? If you have naturally lighter hair, like a sandy brown or blonde hair, you can rinse your hair basically any color. So if you wanted your hair to be red and you put a red rinse on it, your hair would turn out red. Whereas me, because I have naturally dark hair, a rinse is not going to lighten my hair. It's not going to bleach my hair in any way. It might put like a reddish tint on it that you might only be able to see in the sunlight, but other than that, you won't really be able to notice that I have a red rinse, if that makes sense. So as far as how often I do this, I rinse my hair maybe once a month or so, and I do it because I have grays. The rinse that I'm using today, I will have it linked down below for you guys. The color that you see in the link is the exact color that I'm using, and I use one full bottle. I do wear gloves when I do this because it will stain your hands, it'll stain your clothes. Make sure that when you're putting it on that you're not saturating your scalp, because it will stain your scalp. And a rinse does wash out gradually over time, but once it's stained, it's gonna take some time to come out. So you don't wanna walk around with your scalp stained black. It just looks a little odd. Trust me, I've done it before, it looks weird. So it washes out over time. It's safe if you have relaxed hair. This is the only type of hair color that I do on my hair myself. I have had my hair professionally colored with a relaxer before, but I would only go to a hairstylist and have them do that for me. I would never play with like lightening my hair and putting any sort of like permanent hair color in my hair while I have a relaxer. I don't know enough about it, and I don't think I'm gonna take the time to learn about it. So I put the entire bottle in my head. As you can see, I just rub it in my hands with the gloves on, or put it directly on my hair. And I usually leave the rinse on for about like 20 to 30 minutes so that it really gets in there. And I rinse it out, and I do this after I wash my hair and before I condition it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I answered any questions that you might have about a rinse or a gloss or a demi-permanent hair color. It could be called so many things. Like I said, the one I'm using today, I will link it down below for you guys. But another place where you can find a lot of different colors is your local beauty supply store. I usually go in there and pick up a bottle. But since I found the one that I really like on Amazon, I usually just order a couple of bottles off of there, so I always have it in stock. But check your local beauty supply store. I'm sure they have like rows and rows of rinse. Every beauty supply store I've gone to, they have so much rinse. And make sure you just ask them for like a rinse or a gloss, not permanent colors. It's not box dye, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.